Some of them I have, but I live down south, so I'm the second one. Kevin's the good one. I'm the second one, I'm the bad one. And then my four sisters, they rank however they want to rank. I'm glad I wrote all this down so I don't deviate. But I wrote this down 2 or 3 nights ago. And then when TJ come up here and read what Mother wrote, I'm like, wait, she just stole my thunder. Paula Rita Johnston Merriman. I thought this was going to be easy. She was many things to many people. She was grandma. She was mama. She was honey sugar. What was it? Honey sugar kissy pie or something you would call it? She was Sister Paula, Sister Merriman, or just Paula. It didn't really matter. People would ask her, what's your name? She said, Puddingtane. Ask me again, it'll be the same. Or she would say, you can call me anything you want, just don't call me late for dinner. But to me, she was Mom. She was very instrumental in all of our lives. Each one of us 6 kids have a song in us. And we all have the ability to deliver a message using song.
Yes.
And we thank Mom for that.
Yes.
Let me take you back to 1969.
Uh-oh.
That was the year Denise was born. She doesn't like to be called out. That's okay. I'm up here, and I'm the bad one. We lived that year, well, she was born that year. We lived on Speedway in Austin, Texas. And Dad, you'll remember this. The kitchen had black wallpaper with purple peacocks. Now, 1969. Okay. The bathroom was black wallpaper with mermaids all over the place. So that's the kind of house we lived in. But one thing I do remember is we had a kitchen table, we had a dining room and a table in there, and a kitchen table in the kitchen. And it was, and I learned getting this old that I am, I don't question things. Things I remember. But I remember the table had black and white lines on it.
Yes, it did.
But I also remember Mom would take, she had a Good Housekeeping cookbook. The red and white checkered cookbook. How many have seen those? I have one. And she would take that cookbook out, and her and I would roll out some dough on the table, and we would put cinnamon and sugar and I don't know what else. We would roll them up, cut them, and she made the best cinnamon rolls. Now, I don't know how she did it, but she did it. You remember? And I've tried to replicate it myself. As you can see, I am an avid baker. It's obvious. No, I don't do sweets. But I mean, I tried to replicate it myself, and there's no way I could do it. But that's, that was my mom. Fast forward to 1973. We lived in Jennings, Louisiana. CB radios were big in '73. Oh, that kind of rhymes. And my dad had just bought, we had just bought a Ford van. And anybody want to know what color it was? It was powder blue, because that was Mother's favorite color. At any rate, he put a CB radio, a 23 channel CB radio. You don't see those anymore. Now we have Facebook, Instagram, cell phones in every pocket. But back then, it was breaker 19. Anybody got their ears on? I don't remember what your handle was.
Silver cheek.
A silver cheek.
Silver pops up over there.
But I do know what my mother's was. Hers was Songbird.
Songbird.
And how fitting. My mother loved to sing. And honey, if she got up and got the microphone, she looked you square in the eye. And she was singing to you. And you felt it.
Yep, that's right, yep. That's right.
And she transferred that trait to all of us 6 kids.
That's right.
Now, Kevin, I don't know what happened. See, I'm the bad one. But, you know, my mother taught me one of her songs, which really sticks with me today. She would sing, God gave me a song that the angels cannot sing. I've been washed in the blood of the crucified one. I've been redeemed.
Yes, yes.
She said the Lord has been so good to me. He's opened doors I could not see. Sometimes when I am feeling low, no one to care, no place to go. She said my Father is rich in houses and lands, and He holds the power of the world in the palm of His hand. And then she would go on. God gave me a song.
Yes, she did.
That was awesome.
Yes.
And that still speaks to me today.
Yes.
Another one was, we've come
Oh,
this
yes.
far by faith, leaning on the Lord. But you don't have, trusting in His holy word. Hey, He's never failed me yet. Somebody help me now. I can't turn around, because we've come this far by faith. Woo.
Thank you, Jesus.
She was a woman of faith. She was also a Philippians 4:8 woman. And when Philippians was just read, I'm like, oh. Finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely. You see the trailer? Whatsoever things are of good report, if there be any virtue, if there be any praise, think on these things. She was always kind and always willing to give a kind word to say about anybody. It is right.
Yes, that's right.
I'm the bad one. I never called her. But every time I called her, and I would start apologizing, Dad would hear it on speakerphone, you know, and she would say, oh, son, it's okay. You're so busy.